There's a storm out over the ocean, and it's moving this way. If your soul's not anchored in Jesus, you will surely drift away. Yeah. So I was driving the other day, coming home from Chicago, and I was going down this freeway where construction was, and the road was narrow, and it was a big truck passing the left side of me, and it was like this shoulder on the right of me, a brick divider in the middle, and it did not feel like enough space for me and this truck to be together side by side, and he was flying, and then there, so many cars in front of me. It's dark, lights, and my baby was screaming to the top of his lungs because he was exhausted, and it was piercing my eardrum, and I started to feel like feelings of terrified, honestly. Like my brain started like going through like, oh my God, like it's not this much space between me and this truck, and I'm very close to the shoulder of the road. Like, what if this truck, his tire blows? What if, like, I don't know, like I hit a rock and then I hit the beam on the divider in the middle of the street, and then like my baby screaming. So all of these thoughts are happening with a screaming 1-year-old in the background, and I just started to feel very overwhelmed, like a panic attack semi. And it showed me, honestly, in a
quarter mile, turn right onto Philadelphia Drive.
This is life. This is life for a lot of people. That short snippet of internal chaos, like something on the right of us, like, and what that looks like in real life is like the death of a loved one, or it looks like the disruption of a marriage or a friendship or relationship that's like chaotic. And then the truck on the left, it can be like our workplace, and parenting, and the things that we have to maintain.
Take the next right onto Philadelphia Drive.
Like in order to survive. And then you got the lights that are flashing with the headlights of other people, and people ramming on their brakes, and like all these things going on.
Continue on Philadelphia Drive for 2 miles.
That can be the opinions of elders and loved ones, and your mama and your daddy and your auntie and everybody who talking about what you doing and what you ain't doing, and all of that going on, and then my baby screaming in the background, and that can translate to the church folks that want to judge you and want to talk crazy about you because you ain't doing what they want. This is life. This is what it can look like, and this is why a lot of us sometimes can feel like we're drowning, because there are so many things going on at the same time. And I was reminded of that song, and it's funny because when I was a little girl, that song was so old school to me. And now that I'm older, I sang, as I was driving down the freeway and I was feeling a slight panic, I started singing that song, and it calmed my storm. Like, it calmed the mini chaos that I was feeling in that moment. And what's interesting is that I still was stuck between the truck and the beam. My baby was still screaming, but the peace that passes understanding, the presence and the sweet spirit of God, does not always change our environment, but it sustains us to be able to withstand it and to not drown in the midst of it. So I just want to encourage you that you ain't crazy. It's a lot going on, but center yourself. And if that means that you, baby, sing louder than everything that's going on around you, whether you can sing or you can't sing, if it means that you talk to yourself, speak over yourself in those moments louder than what is happening around you, if it means that you got to close your eyes and get internal, whatever that means for you, but you ain't gonna lose your mind, and you're not crazy, and God is peace in the storm. So sometimes these things happen, so we are reminded of that peace in the middle of the storm. So be encouraged. This is a Sunday Love.